They smiled before we even knocked. The moment my aunt opened the door, I realized two things were terribly wrong. She was smiling far too wide, and she already knew my name. I hadn't seen these relatives in over 20 years. In fact, I wasn't even sure they were still alive until my mother received a handwritten letter addressed in perfect cursive, inviting us to come home. That's what they called it, home. A rural town so small it barely appeared on maps, tucked behind endless dirt roads and dying cell phone signal. The house waited at the end of the road, like it had been holding its breath. Inside, everything smelled like dust and boiled herbs. Family portraits lined the walls, stretching back generations. But something was off. The faces in the older photos had the same eyes, the same sharp smiles, and disturbingly, some of them looked exactly like me. "They don't age," my cousin whispered that night as we lay on creaking beds. "They replace." I laughed it off until dinner. Everyone insisted we eat. No one touched their own plates. They just watched us chew, their forks resting neatly in their hands. When I excused myself to the bathroom, my aunt followed, silent as a shadow, and locked the door behind us. "You'll understand soon," she said softly, pressing her palm to my chest. "Blood remembers." That's when I heard the chanting from the basement. We tried to leave before dawn. The car wouldn't start. The road we'd driven on had vanished, replaced by trees that hadn't been there the day before. When my cousin screamed, the house answered. The walls shifted. Doors sealed themselves shut. One by one, my relatives gathered around us, their smiles splitting wider than humanly possible. Their skins sagged, revealing something old underneath, something hungry. "You're staying," they said in unison. I woke up alone in a familiar bedroom, my childhood bedroom. Family photos on the wall had changed. I was in them now, older than I should be, standing beside new faces. Somewhere down the hall, I heard a car pull up. New family had arrived, and I felt myself smiling.